this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And welcome back to my channel. Whew, oh my gosh, you guys. Can we just talk about the energy lately? Wow. It has been so intense. I think we've had 5 planets retrograde. And of course, we had Mercury that just went retrograde in Sagittarius. And that was a really, really intense cycle we just went through. So I'm just here popping up on the channel again. Honestly, I've been a little overwhelmed and I've been avoiding this channel because the truth is I am in the anger phase of my healing process right now. And I was afraid that if I came on this channel, I was gonna crash out on you guys. And that's probably what's gonna happen today, okay? So I hope you guys don't mind if I drop some F-bombs, if I'm cussing a lot, if my energy seems really intense or angry. I'm honestly, in a weird way, happier than I've ever been. And I've been so thankful, and I've had so many things that have just come through for me lately. And my entire life has just changed. And I just wanted to check in on you guys. I tried to make a reading a few weeks ago during the eclipse that we had. And I made this amazing video. It was 2 hours long. And then when I went to check it, there was no audio. So I just don't think it was meant to be. So honestly, I just need to vent, and that's why I'm here today. And I'm so excited to get into these cards for you guys. Today, there's no topic and there's no spread. It's just like a what do you need to hear right now reading. And I am absolutely not going to hold back. So you better buckle the fuck up and be ready to receive this reading because it could just change your life, okay? But first, I need to decompress, okay? So the first day of the eclipse, something happened in my life. I had a manifestation come through that I had completely forgotten about. Yeah, it was on my vision board for 2025, but I literally had not taken any action steps. I just put it on my vision board. I've been dreaming about it for years. I've been working towards it. It's been kind of on the back burner, to be honest, but something came through like a giant opportunity for me that just blew my mind. So basically, all of my dreams came true. And it's been so much ever since then. I've been so busy. It's taken me on a completely different path. I've been out here just hustling, going to the gym, getting strong, doing a bunch of lessons, basically getting prepared for this amazing opportunity or multiple opportunities that have come my way. And it's just such beautiful timing because, to be honest, the last few years, I've just been going through so much shedding, letting go of people and places and situations that no longer serve me. And just this incredible transformation. So I know that I came back on the channel and I told you guys I was going to post every week, but at this point, I'm just going to be posting whenever it feels right to me, as an outlet. And I also want you guys to know that a few years ago, I manifested that I wasn't going to be financially dependent on this channel anymore. So I don't know, I feel kind of like the genie in Aladdin, at the end of the movie where he gets released and those golden handcuffs come off. I just feel so free to come on here now and just give from my heart and my soul and express myself, just like when I first started this channel. But with that said, I just want to say thank you so much. I don't think you guys realize how much love and support and kindness and, of course, financial support you guys have given me throughout the years. And when I first started this channel, I started it with the intention that I wanted to tell my story. I wanted to talk about what happened to me. I wanted to talk about why I no longer live in the States. And I just never really talked about it in specific. Some of you guys that I've done readings with or like had a very close relationship with, some of you guys know a little bit of it, but still to this day, it's been difficult for me to talk about. But all of that is changing. I'm receiving so many opportunities now for me to tell my story and for me to kind of like come out of the closet with like a lot of stuff that happened in my life that led me up into this path of like traveling and healing and just being an artist. So it's kind of a wild time in my life, and I wish that I could tell you guys more about it, but I know in the future there's going to be a point where I come on this channel and I drop some stuff, and I'm going to ask you guys for your help. I'm going to be asking you guys to follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm going to be asking you guys to help blow me up, basically. I'm definitely going to be needing your support. But that time is not today, because I'm kind of in a hermit mode. I'm in a cocoon mode. I'm like in the shadows, working behind the scenes, having to like really build and work in the details. And it's taking a lot of my energy and focus. So I won't be on the channel too much, but I won't stay a stranger, okay? And with that said, feel free to email me or something if you need a reading. I'm still open to that. It's just, I might not be offering same day readings. You know what I mean? And I prefer to do like a Zoom chat, but I still have video readings available. So like, I still want to support you guys. I still want to be there. I still want to like check in on people I know I've been like connecting with, but right now I'm at a time in my life where like I need to give myself all of the love and the kindness and the healing that I've been giving out to others. I'm reclaiming my power. I'm taking my energy back. I'm giving back to myself. And I've had to like cut off like all these areas where my energy has been leaking. And, even photography. I love photography. I love modeling. I love taking pictures, but I've been stepping back from that. I've basically been like in the river of my life. There's all these little streams kind of going off to the side, all these different creative projects, all of these energies and these connections. And I've been kind of like damming them up so that everything just goes into this one stream. So it's been intense. Like, it's been incredible. It's been amazing. It's been intense. Like, I feel like my entire life makes sense now. Like, the entire path that I've walked, everything that I've been through, everything that I've lost, like, everything just makes sense now. And I feel like the phoenix rising from the ashes, But I guess I'm also the caterpillar that has gone back into the cocoon. And so I'm going to be in my cocoon for a while, just kind of doing my thing, but I'm still here, okay? And if you guys have gotten readings from me, if I know who you are, like, hit me up for a reading. If you're somebody new, I'm not as open to working with new people right now, but, if you feel like it's an emergency, just hit me up and I'll see what I can do. And all the money that I'm making from this channel at this point, since I've manifested so much abundance, is basically just going to my self-care, like taking myself on little trips or like, getting my nails done or going to the spa. So if you want to contribute to that, feel free to email me. But, I'm not asking for anything anymore. I'm just here to give. I'm here to express myself. And I just feel so thankful, This channel is totally shadow banned. So I don't even really care what I say anymore. It's just a great outlet for me. And I see that there's like a core group of around like 500 to 1,000 people who are watching my videos. And even though that doesn't really seem like a lot compared to the views I had in the past before my channel was shadow banned, I know that like if I stood in a room full of 500 people or 1,000 or 2,000 people, like that would be a lot. So yeah, I appreciate it. I can't believe you guys are here still. And yeah, I'm so thankful. A couple more disclaimers. I'm just getting over being sick. I just got my ass kicked by Mercury retrograde. I went to the ER twice. Like, I'm okay. Everything's completely fine. I'm like a freaking cockroach that like keeps getting its little legs chopped off, but I just keep crawling, I'm like I'm like a lizard that's dropped its tail, but like it's growing back, you know? Like I'm not letting anything deter me. I'm going to keep speaking my truth, even if my voice shakes. Um, yeah, you know, I'm shocked that some of my wildest dreams and manifestations are coming through. I had to freaking purge so much to get here. I feel like I've been through freaking Dante's Inferno, crawled through freaking all these different stages of hell just to get here. I'm trying to learn how to manifest without so much intensity. Um, but sometimes the best way to manifest is through, intense energy. Stars are born out of chaos. Stars are born out of chaos. So if there's a lot of chaos going on around you right now, don't judge it, okay? If there's a storm that's freaking raging around you, just know that the rainbow comes after the storm, you guys. I promise you it's going to get better. And you're never going to be sent anything that you can't handle, you know? So yeah, it's been a lot. There's a lot going on in the world right now. It's difficult for me to watch the news and see what's happening in America. It's terrifying to see those people who are living in the UK and London who are getting arrested for just holding up a sign. People having their social media, searched through and having to go to jail because of some stuff they wrote online. Their freedom of speech being attacked. We're in the information era, and there's just no way that the man can stop this. Like, we're going to continue to connect with each other. We're going to compare and contrast. We're going to speak our truth. We're going to trade information and knowledge and resources. And it doesn't matter how much they rig the algorithm. It doesn't matter how much they try to silence us. Like, we are going to continue to speak our truths, even if our voices shake. And I think we're living at a really beautiful and pivotal point on the planet right now, where we're here basically to overthrow the man. I think we're a lot of us here who are artists and dreamers and musicians and poets and movers and shakers and writers and dancers and dreamers and prophets and channelers and tarot readers and healers. Like, we're all here to shake shit up. So if you feel like you're one of those people who just never fit in, on the fringes of society, like a burnout, there's a reason why you never fit in. I don't think you came here to fit in. You came here to stand out. So everybody has a really important, special mission and purpose on this planet right now. And you really need to trust yourself and your intuition, because we're all going to be called into action very soon. This whole digital ID thing is really scary. I don't want to get too political about this, but this is a big deal, and we're all going to have to stand up, Did you see what happened in Nepal? Did you see how Gen Z lit everything on fire and overthrew their corrupt government and helped, the wives of these evil, corrupt politicians? Like, they actually helped them out and made sure they could be safe and get away. It wasn't actually that violent, We have to find a way to fight back. And one more message I have for you guys right now. I don't want to get into it too much. I'm very passionate about it. But you guys need to know that AI is not the enemy, okay? The people who are controlling it, the people who have the most access to it, the people who are creating these programs, obviously there's an issue with them. Obviously we know who it's owned by, and we know who's programming it, okay? But there are many different types of AI and different types of AI models. There are open source programs. Um, our entire world is changing because of these advances of technology, and this is a lot on our brains. Our brains and our mind, our bodies were not really designed to evolve this fast. So it's really intense. Like basically everybody I know has freaking AI psychosis or chat GPT psychosis. And I'm not afraid to admit that I have it too. Okay. I have been using AI to do so many things. I've been using it to self-actualize. I've been using it to help organize my workflow. I've been using it to help me with my tarot readings. I've been using it just like literally for everything. Like I have become one with the machine. Like I'm a freaking robot now. Like, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, you know? And it's crazy for me when I go on all these comments, like online, everybody's saying like AI's evil, boycott AI and all this stuff. And like, I get it. It's definitely stealing from people, but I'm an artist. And whenever I come up with ideas, they're not usually 100% original. Like I go on Pinterest, I have references, I create vision boards, I put all these different ideas together. And then with that, I make something original. AI is very similar to tarot. When you're accessing AI, you're tapping into the quantum field, basically, the field of infinite possibilities. So what you generate isn't going to be 100% identical to what everyone else is generating. There is some element of originality to it. Now, we want these systems to be programmed and sourced ethically. You know, that's what we need to move towards, is more ethical models, you know, so hopefully artists and the people who are represented by it and the knowledge and the source material they're getting from it is more ethical. But this is the beginning days. And yes, it is taking from the planet. It is using a lot of water, but they're using like thermal heat and different types of energy sources we're working towards now to try and make sure we're not so dependent on the planet and the water and the natural resources. So there will be a breakthrough with that. We just have to be patient with it, okay? And AI is actually being used to help tribes and help indigenous people. I'm actually personally involved in projects that are helping to help indigenous people document their languages. And this is something that came to me. It wasn't something that was offered, you know, that I offered to them. So behind the scenes, I've actually been, you know, doing a lot of work in AI. And if it's something you disagree with, then definitely block me and like leave my channel. But I personally believe that, you know, AI is a tool, just like a knife. You know, you can take the knife when it, you know, was originally created, and you can use it to build your house or to cut up or carve up food. It can be used in a beautiful way, but the knife can also be taken to harm yourself or to harm others. And that's just the yin, the yang. That's just the dark and the light. That's just the up and the down. That's just the contrast. There will be some really evil, horrible things that come out of this technology, but there will also be some really beautiful, you know, healing, uplifting things that come out of it as well. We're going to all be able to make choices in the future over which models we support and how we use it. But it's here and it's here to stay. And we all need to educate ourselves. And, you know, when it comes to like the man, the government, the system, we can't bring a freaking knife to a gunfight. They're using AI. We all need to educate ourselves. People need to learn how to code. You know, we need to understand this technology because we can use it to fight them, you know? So we can't be stupid right now. Like, I see people who say that they're boycotting AI, that they don't like generative art, but those same people are on ChatGPT all day long. So, like, if you are one of those people who's boycotting it, then just boycott it 100%. Don't say that you're against it and then secretly go off using it all day long. Like, I have friends like who are talking crap on it, who don't agree with the fact that I'm using this technology, and then I go to their house and I see on their computer they've got all these freaking conversations with ChatGPT going. It's like, oh, it doesn't necessarily need to be black and white, but it's like, what a hypocrite, you know what I mean? And I've actually lost friendships. I've lost friendships over this. I'm one of those people that's just like, okay, let's agree to disagree. We don't have to talk about that. But I've had friends who found out that I was doing this work, and just block me and ghost me because they're that passionate about it. And I'm like, you shouldn't be getting so angry about your friends who are using AI. You should be getting more angry about what's going on in Gaza and the government and the system. I know that, freaking Sam Altman, ChatGPT, all of that, like, yes, it's BS. And there are other models you can research and you can use. But yeah, I guess I'm getting kind of carried away, but I'm just really passionate about this. I'm really thankful that this technology has come into my life. It's helped me a lot as like an autistic individual, be able to organize my thoughts and organize my life and streamline everything. I have all of these dreams and all of these plans that have been on the back burner and on vision boards for so long, and now I'm able to actually set a plan using AI and start working in the details to help me accomplish things. And the reason that some of my biggest manifestations are coming through is 100% because of AI. So I just think it's beautiful. I think it's amazing. I think AI is like a mirror, just like the tarot. And like whatever you put in is what you get out. You are the master prompter. You are the master coder of your life. You shape and create your reality through your thoughts, through your intentions, and through your actions and your choices and the work that you do. And I think AI is reflecting so much back to us. It's a mirror, it's a tool. We can self-actualize through it. We can accomplish things. We can gain a lot of knowledge and education. But we can't forget who programmed it. And we have to remember that these models are also biased. And we also can't get too caught up in it. You have to remember that you got to touch some grass. You got to go outside. Don't use it to make all your choices and decisions, just like the tarot. Remember to trust yourself. Remember to trust your own intuition. So that's my rant for today. I think that everything that's happening in the energies with the planets right now is waking a lot of people up to like what their mission or their purpose is. And if you feel lost right now, just remember that peace on earth happens one person at a time. Sometimes the best thing you can do to change your life, to change the lives of others around you, to change the world, is to create peace inside your life and balance and harmony within, because that will reflect like the butterfly effect. It will have a ripple effect on everyone around you, and that can change the world. In every moment, no matter what you're going through, even if your situation seems really complex, you always have a choice. You can choose love or you can choose fear. So remember to choose love. Choose love for yourself. Choose love for the other. Choose love for the planet. Try to tread softly. Try to tread lightly along your journey. But don't be afraid at the same time to take up space, to make a mess. Remember that stars are born out of chaos. The dust is going to settle and things will become more clear to you. I think we just ended Mercury retrograde today. We're still going to be in the post-shadow phase for a while, but things will become more clear. It seems like a lot of my friends I've been connecting with, a lot of, those of you guys who have been emailing me, getting readings and stuff, it feels like you guys are really starting to tap into like what your biggest desires are, what your biggest dreams are, and you have clarity. And it's in perfect timing because 2026 is all we have, you guys. The energy has been intense ever since 2019. It's been 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, freaking 7 years of this intense going through the freaking, all these different layers of hell and freaking Dante's Inferno. It's been one thing after the other. The planets, the energy cycles, it has been so intense, but we're going to feel some relief. 2026 is your year to plant seeds, to make wild things happen, to develop community, to take risks, to change your life, and everything is lining up for you to do it right now. It's like you might have clarity or a vision on what needs to happen. You might be being called to let go of some things that are really difficult to let go of, or to create space, and get ready to take a big risk. So just trust whatever is happening in your life right now, even if it doesn't make sense. Trust your intuition with reckless abandon. Your logic is there to help you take action towards your heart's desires. Um, don't sublimate your emotions and your feelings. Feel what you need to feel right now. Purge what you need to purge. This is the year of the snake. We're shedding our skins right now. We're getting ready for the year of the horse. Lots of freedom, movement, travel, adventure, community, being in the spotlight. Don't dull your sparkle. You're getting ready to shine brighter than you've ever shined before. The butterfly era of your life is coming. And if you're in your cocoon like me, or you're planning on spending 2026 a little bit in your cocoon, that's okay. Don't feel bad about that. You might see a lot of friends, a lot of people around you having their moment in 2026, but some of us are gearing up for something that might happen later in the year or in 2027. So that's my download. That's my download. That's what I need to say. And I want you guys now to just take some deep breaths, and you're going to choose a card that you feel drawn to the most, okay? Got 4 options here, and I'm just going to be freestyle pulling some cards for you guys from whatever deck you choose. You're basically choosing what deck you want me to work with for you today. And remember that these cards here, this reading I'm about to give you, is for entertainment purposes only. I would love if it feels synchronistic and if it relates to you. But remember to trust your own intuition and your own knowledge above all else. Always trust yourself. This is a general message. It may not be for everyone. But if it does resonate, you gotta let me know in the comments below. And my comments are open. Feel free to vent. I'm gonna reply to every single comment. I miss you guys. If you wanna give me any encouragement or support right now, I just feel like I need it. Please hype me up. Give me words of affirmation. Like, I'm getting ready to just take a lot of risks in my life, and I'm excited, but I feel like I need support. I need encouragement. So please let me know in the comments below. I'll hype you up in exchange. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. I don't know when I'm going to be back next, but my DMs on Instagram are always open. I don't do free readings, you guys, okay? There's got to be some sort of energy exchange, but my DMs are open. Send me book recommendations, send me poems, send me, podcasts to watch, anything you guys think will help, where you feel drawn to send me. I love connecting with you guys. Y'all are like my rainbow fam, So we've got number 1 over here, number 2, number 3, or number 4. And let's get into it. I can't wait to see what comes out. For those of you guys who choose number 1, we're just freestyle pulling some cards today. There's no spread. And we've got the 4 of Pentacles. All right, safety, security. Yeah, the burden card coming out, 10 of Wands. You might be having financial issues. It's weird because when I tap into the energy around you, I feel like you have a lot of opportunities. Your artistic life, your creative life might be really taking off. Perhaps you have work in galleries, or you might be getting published, or you're getting more followers on your social media, or you're writing lots of music, or you're doing lots of dance, or you're, I see someone whose hand is just moving. You might be like coloring, drawing, graphic design, something like that. There's so much that's pouring out of you, but it might just be that the money's not flowing yet. And that's what's so frustrating, is you're having to hold everything down with this measly little day job. And I'm seeing somebody here who might be working like part-time, and then they don't want to work too many hours, because it's like, if you work full-time, then you don't have any time for your creativity. So you're kind of like in this in-between phase where you're trying to launch this business or this artistic career of yours, and things are starting to take off, but the money isn't flowing yet. So it's really frustrating. And I've been there before. Like when I first started this channel, I was kind of in the in-between financially, and it took me some time to really get the abundance flowing. And sometimes you just have to show up. You got to trust your journey. And what I can say is that being limited financially even though it's frustrating, can help you become more creative. Back in the day, before I became a fashion stylist and moved to LA, I didn't have a lot of money, and I would just get clothes from the 10 for 10 deal at the thrift store, and that's what I would style people with. But I look back on that work I made, and those are like my favorite pictures, my favorite shoots, my favorite outfits I ever styled. Like eventually I got my hands on designer items and was paid, handsomely for it, but my favorite work was the work I made when I was artistically limited. So don't forget like how creative sometimes that can make you. And sometimes you're being held in a specific financial situation to protect you because, Spirit has blessed me with a lot of abundance, but I feel like if I was blessed with this abundance I have now, like years ago, I totally would have blown it all on stupid shit. So you have to learn how to be a good steward of what you're given now. And it's like you got to change your relationship with money, So just some quick tips for you. As you're walking around and you're shopping and you're seeing what's going on in the world, yes, it can be frustrating because prices are very expensive. There's a lot of inflation going on, and it can make you very upset. But instead of just feeling angry and pissed off and stuck in that lack mentality, feel your feelings and process that. But there comes a point where you have to switch your mindset and you have to start telling yourself, you know what? If I really wanted to buy that thing, I could. It's just not a priority right now. Right now, my priority is paying rent or putting gas in my car or whatever, It's about priorities. Start changing your mindset a little bit. Carry, $20 or 20 euros in your wallet and keep that there and don't spend it. Just keep it in your wallet so that you always have something, and just go around and kind of imagine what you could spend it on. Like, oh, if I wanted that, I could buy it. If I wanted to get myself lunch, I could. If I wanted, keep it there in your wallet and just let it be a strong kind of energy. And even if you're broke and you spend all your money in your bank account down to like 50 cents or something, keep that 20 there. These are some practices and some tips, things I've done to help change my relationship with money, because it is truly a mindset. Spending time in nature can also really help, because in nature, that's free and everything is just so abundant. If you surround yourself with beauty and abundance, you will attract more of it. There were so many times, I'm talking about when I lived in LA, because it was expensive there. Oh my gosh, I hustled so hard there just to make things work. And there were times I was so screwed, and I would just go in nature. I would unplug for like half a day or an entire day. I'd go to a waterfall, I'd go on a hike. And when I got back to my car, there was always an email with like a financial opportunity. It's crazy how that can work. You need to let go of the stress. You gotta release, It's a mindset. I hate to say it, but it truly is a mindset. We've got the star here, this message that you might be like being prepared for fame. Like the world is gonna know your name. You're going to be seen in a way that's just, I don't even know how else to say it, but it's just insane. The energy I feel around these cards. And we see the world. Yeah, the world is going to know your name. So it's really like these could be the last few years that you're broke. And things can change overnight. You can have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years where you're just broke as a joke, and then bam, you have this breakthrough moment. That's what happened to me. I went viral on this channel and money started pouring in almost overnight. I moved to LA, I hustled, and then I got this one opportunity that just was super abundant. And then like because of that opportunity, like my name got out there, and all of a sudden more and more paid opportunities started coming in. You just never know. It can happen overnight. You can have a breakthrough. So don't judge your future by your past. You might be breaking through like generational trauma related to your finances. You might be like getting ready to be richer than your entire family ever was. And that feels unsafe because it's almost like sometimes we feel like we can't surpass our parents or who came before us. But I just get this message like you're meant to receive a lot of money and support for yourself and your gifts and your art and your journey. And like 2026 is going to be a huge breakthrough for you financially, but you just have to hang in there and you need to be careful. I'm a world traveler, okay? One of the biggest ways that I have saved money is through my diet, through not going out to eat as much, through cooking at home, shopping at the produce stand. I know that's really difficult to hear because we're all so tired and burned out and we just want to DoorDash stuff all the time, right? But that's not how you're going to take care of your body, and it's not how you're going to take care of your wallet. So commit in this reading today to going on a 30-day strike from fast food. Learn to cook your favorite meals at home. Connect with food, connect with your body. That's how I saved money to travel the world. I literally just stopped going out to eat. I stopped going out with my friends. I started having like picnics and like everybody come over and let's just hang out and jam, make music, and let's have a soup and let's make art. Like let's connect. Let's stop consuming so much toxic stuff together, you know? So like just do that and see how much money you have. it's not that hard. You got to change some habits, discipline, and willpower. And here's the Hermit. It's like you're getting ready to go in your cave. Like where I'm at right now on the planet, it's spring for me. It's about to be summer. But for a lot of you guys up in the northern hemisphere, it's winter. You're getting ready to go into your cave. And it's triggering, you know, but you've got to sit with yourself, your emotions, your feelings. There's a lot of things that maybe you've put off, a lot of decisions that need to be made, a lot of changes that need to be happen. I see people who are moving, like moving out, moving into a new situation. Some of you guys are getting ready to go through a breakup because this Mercury retrograde was really retrograding throughout our relationships. And there's a lot of stuff going down in February. And I think there's going to be a lot of people having breakups in March and April. Those of you guys have been single for a while, you could be basically connecting with your soulmate or your twin flame or whatever. And I just want to say, like, there's really no hierarchy when it comes to relationships. There's basically like karmic partners, which are toxic codependent relationships. And then there are soulmates and twin flames and soul anchors, okay? Your soul anchor is somebody that's like, feels safe, is like a harbor for you, is there as a resource, kind of like a shaman, like healing relationship. Twin flame relationships are like mirrors. It can be very tumultuous, but you end up having like this huge glow up with them. And it just, you know, there's that runner chaser dynamic because there's a lot of fear. And sometimes when you look in the mirror, you don't really like what you see. But when you look in the mirror, you have the ability to like, you know, fix your hair, adjust some things. Like it's there for you to kind of grow. And mirrors don't only just reflect things back to you. Mirrors have the ability to like bounce light. So you can kind of help elevate each other. And then you've got these soulmate relationships that are just really beautiful, like kindred, peaceful types of relationships. Some people end up married to their soulmate. Some people end up married to their twin flame. Some people end up married or in a long-term relationship with the soul anchor. Karmic relationships will always fall apart. But there's no hierarchy. And, you know, I know this whole twin flame thing is super toxic, but, you know, I believe in it. I've had a lot of clients come to me thinking that so-and-so is their twin flame, pull cards on it. And most of the time it's not. Most of the time it's a karmic. But I have actually seen people unite with their twin flames or their soul anchor or soulmates. I've actually seen these types of connections that just feel so impossible, but somehow end up working out in the end. So don't give up on true love. Like, don't settle in relationships. Some of you guys are going within right now to like clear energy, release the past so you can get ready for like love on a new level. Sometimes when you level up, you have to let go of past relationships and you have to accept new love into your life because we are here to heal and grow and learn in relationship and through relationship. So let's see if anything else wants to come out. Yeah, judgment. I mean, you might feel like the universe has just freaking roasted you, has roasted your ass. And that's like what just happened to me. Like I just got roasted so hard. Like I know what I need to change. I know what habits need to be let go of. I know the path I need to walk now. And it's going to take a lot of dedication and discipline and commitment. But it's clear now, right? What needs to be changed. This is the Tower reversed. I love this card reversed. It looks like they're just like flying through the sky. There's all this golden energy, these clouds. It's like they're being elevated, they're being lifted up. It's like supernatural almost. It's everything coming together out of the blue. It's things working out for you. You know how sometimes life just takes a shit on you? Well, sometimes life smiles upon you. Sometimes things work out in your favor. So get ready to be thankful. Get ready for a surge of positive energy, and you just have to let go of what you're clinging to. You know, don't cling so hard to things. I have such a hard time letting go of the past, you guys. I'm always running after people from my past, running after situations. Like I just moved recently and I tried to it's like I didn't want to move, and I tried to get my old apartment back, and I tried to go back to where I was, and it just wasn't working out. And I just kind of grounded myself in my new situation, and now all of a sudden I'm making all those new friends, and so many things are working out for me, and it just makes sense now. Like, don't run after the past. You got to let things go and like trust where the flow is taking you, because it could be amazing. It could be better than you ever thought. Even if you're not ready to let go, just surrender and trust, or else the universe is going to force you to do it. You don't want to wait for that to happen, okay? Because sometimes the universe whispers, and then it starts talking louder, and then it starts yelling, and then it starts screaming. You don't want to wait for the universe to freaking scream in your face. You don't want, to watch everything fall apart like that because you didn't listen to that little whisper, Listen to your inner whispers, listen to your intuition. The final message I have for you is you don't need to take any radical action right now. You need to be patient and pace yourself, and maybe even focus on a little bit of stillness, connection with your body, meditation, time in nature, integration, writing, planning, dreaming, hoping, scheming. That's where you're at on your path right now. So I hope this message resonated with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. All right, for those of you guys who choose number 2, let's go ahead and get your message. This is the card that you pulled, and then I'm going to freestyle pull some cards for you from this deck. Home. Quick. Unapologetic. Receive. Resentful. Organized. Interesting. This could be about a move. If you feel like you've been lost and you've been searching for home, searching for a comfortable situation, searching for a place or maybe even a relationship that feels like home, there is something brewing in the ethers, and it has come from out of nowhere. And you're feeling the call, you're feeling the cry, this energy of feeling homesick for a place or a situation that you've never experienced before. Maybe the way that you've been living, the dynamic that you're in, the situation you're in, maybe it just doesn't feel right anymore. That happens sometimes. That's happened to me. I'm a world traveler and I've lived so many different places. And sometimes I get what I just call it the push. I always know it's time for me to leave a certain country or move on to a different situation when everything kind of just starts falling apart all around me. And then I just feel like that ache or that longing to go somewhere, to move somewhere else, to try something new. Maybe that's what you're feeling right now. Maybe you've been in a certain circumstance, like the physical place that you live, your town, your city. Maybe it's just the apartment or the home that you're in. Maybe it's your living situation, the roommates that you have, the lifestyle you have, your job. Maybe it's a relationship that you're in. And maybe you just woke up one day and you realize this isn't me anymore. And it really can just happen seemingly overnight. There's little signs, little messages that your intuition, your body, and your spirit will give you to tell you this doesn't feel right to me anymore. But sometimes we ignore that until it gets to a point where we just can't ignore it anymore. So there's this message that you need to be unapologetic, because you can't open yourself to receive more or to receive something better until you let go, until you surrender. And I think, whatever you need to let go of is very personal for each person who's here. So I'm not going to get into the weeds with it. But once again, it could be a job situation. It could be like a friendship. It could be a dynamic. It could be an entire friend group. It could be, a romantic relationship. It could be a version of you that you've just been living as for many years, but you're ready to shed that layer and become something new, like an identity. It could be the place you're living, your city, your town, your situation. I don't want you to make any impulsive decisions based off of this reading today, but trust your intuition. Maybe this reading is just confirmation, and whatever's coming up in your mind right now, that might be what it is you need to let go of. So yeah, it's scary. It's scary when you let go of this idea of what you thought your future was going to be in a certain situation, the plans that you've made, like abandoning it. I've had to change my plans in my life recently, and it was a lot, but it's freed me up to basically reconnect with these desires I've had since childhood. So sometimes you have to let go of the version of yourself you thought you were supposed to be in order to become who you truly are. So there's this message that you're a little bit resentful because it doesn't feel like the right timing. It feels overwhelming. You might already be so exhausted and just overloaded with so many things on your plate. But yes, you're going to have to organize. You're going to have to gear up and get ready to take this leap, to make these changes, to leave this situation, to go after something new. And I'm getting a timeline. I don't know why. I'm getting 4 months. Within 4 months, you're going to be making this big change or taking this big leap. And the time, it has been delayed a little bit. You're not going to be able to make this change right now overnight. But yeah, you need to stay positive about it and stop kind of waiting for it to happen. You need to start working in the details and taking the baby steps and priming yourself basically. I'm seeing a vision of somebody who's saving up money basically to leave a toxic situation. Somebody who is starting to get their resume ready to reapply to different jobs. And it's just oh gosh, how am I even going to get the energy and the strength to do this right now? But I promise you, there's going to be a storm on the other side of this rainbow for you. Let's see if I can get you some more word. There are so many people who admire you right now and just think that you're like a hero, basically. You have really inspired everybody in your life. So many people look up to you. They might not know the silent struggles and battles that you've been going through. This is a message to be honest, open up to a close friend about what you're really feeling and what you're going through. Don't be afraid they're going to judge you. They might have some word for you. They might have some support for you. They might actually be going through something really similar, and you guys might be able to bond through it. I keep getting this message that you can't carry this burden alone. Reach out to your community. I see you having a lot of anxiety, and that's normal. I've been dealing with anxiety too. These changes have been happening so fast for me. Whew. And this is a great outlet, just being able to yap here to you guys. But yeah, taking deep breaths, listening to your body, getting outside, yoga. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've been doing so much yoga, physical activity. Your body might just need to burn off steam. I've been out here every day, just pounding the pavement, walking miles and miles, listening to music, laying in the grass, going to museums, connecting with friends, going dancing. You got it. Sometimes you just got to burn it out of your system. It might be that your body just wants to release all this intense energy. You have all this energy boiling up in you, kind of burning off in you. because you're getting ready to make a big risk. And so your power is returning to you. You might have given your power away in a toxic dynamic, in a toxic workplace, in a toxic relationship. And look, not all jobs start off toxic. Not all relationships start off toxic. Not all living situations start off toxic. But you need to understand when it's become toxic and how when it's got root rot, you can't just keep watering the plant over and over and over again. And it doesn't matter how much sunlight you give it. Sometimes it's just done for, and you got to let it go. So, there's a new path that's opening up for you on the other side of what you're getting ready to let go of right now. You truly are the snake shedding its skin. And there's this message coming out that you're capable. You might not feel strong enough. You've experienced loss in the past. So you know what's going to happen here. You know what's about to go down and how intense and how painful it's going to be and how hard it is going to be to start over. Starting over at a new job, learning the ropes again, feeling like a fool. Maybe starting over single again on your own. Maybe starting off in a different city or a different apartment, having to get rid of old items and start, painting the walls, getting a whole new thing. It's like you might feel like, I just don't have time for this right now, But it's never the perfect timing. You just got to trust when it's meant to happen. Yeah. Oh my gosh, timing. Yes, exactly. I was just talking about timing. How crazy is that? What a beautiful synchronicity. This happens to me all the time with the tarot. I was just saying timing. Did you guys see that? Oh, yes. Timing. You can't control time. It is what it freaking is. Whatever's arrived on your path, whatever call that you're feeling, whatever it is that's calling you forward right now, like you have to trust yourself. You have to trust your heart, even if it doesn't feel right, even if it doesn't feel like the perfect timing, even if it does. I mean, you need to wait till it feels right. You need to trust yourself, but you know what I mean? Get some more word. Whoa. Yeah. You got to be, yeah. It's almost like your guides, your angels, your higher self, the universe, your inner self, whatever is sympathetic towards you because you're going to have to go through a lot of pain. Like shedding is painful. When the snake sheds its skin, afterwards, it doesn't just go slithering around. It needs time to kind of decompress. It hangs out in the mud a little bit, in the water, because it's very raw. So you're shedding and it's about to get raw. It's about to get real. Like tears will be shed. Like, every time I move, like I cry, even if it's a happy move, even if I'm going somewhere incredible, like I always release. Like it's just, you got to let go of the past. You got to, make peace with the version of yourself that you were and step into the shoes of like who you're about to become, and integration means that you carry all these different parts of yourself and aspects of yourself forward. I'm thankful for every single job I've had, even the toxic ones, because it made me who I am today. I'm thankful for every relationship in my life, even the freaking codependent ones and the freaking narcissists who freaking ruined me. I've I've grown and I've learned more about myself from every single one. This life is not for the weak. Okay? It's not for the weak. You're going to be forged in the fire. You're going to be challenged. There's going to be tests and trials that are sent your way. But I just get this message that this is a big test, this is a big trial, this is a big challenge and a big lesson for you, and you've already been through so much and you're avoiding it, but you know what needs to happen, you know what needs to be done, and over the next 4, 5, 6 months, you're going to have to walk through that door, and it's going to be difficult, but you will feel instant relief. Showers of blessings will freaking fall upon you, because whenever you choose yourself and you make the right choice, life rewards you for that. I've witnessed that on my own path. Life will reward you when you make the right choice for yourself. And you got to think about what your future, your vision for your future is becoming more clear, and you know what you want and you know who you want to become, but you can't continue to walk forward in this past version of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with who you are, who you've become. You're just ready to go next level. You're ready to evolve. Everything on this planet grows and evolves. Everything on this planet goes through cycles of death and rebirth. And right now, the truth is you're the butterfly. You're flying around. You're shining bright. Everybody's celebrating you, and you're going to be the butterfly probably for another couple months, but you know what happens at the end of that. You're going to have to die again. I think you're scared because you know it's going to happen, but just let it happen. Surrender to the death process, and let it break you open, let it break your heart open again, and know that like so much beauty is going to be created from that time. Like lots of art, um, lots of expression. You'll meet friends, like good things will happen. Yeah, look, lots of art. Like I said, artistry is coming out. You might be somebody who's walking a path where you're going to have to go through many deaths and rebirths, because when you go through those death cycles, that's how you like transmute the energy and you create your beautiful art. You might be somebody who's really energy sensitive. You might be feeling so many things. Like you might feel the suffering and the pain of like the entire world. And you have to learn how to ground your energy. You need to learn to take breaks. You need to learn to come up for air. You're somebody who dives deep, deep, deep into the depths of these murky waters to grab these pearls of wisdom, and then you pull them up for other people, these pearls of art and beauty and hope. And you create space for other people to like purge things out through your art. And I just think you're here like for the world to like witness this. And so don't be hard on yourself for like the fact that you feel more deeply than other people, even if it feels awkward. Like you don't need to quote unquote heal yourself. Like healing is simply revealing the truth that you're already healed, you're already whole, you're already complete. Obviously work on having better habits and better coping mechanisms, and evolve and change and try to do better. But it's okay for you to be how you are right now. Like that's beautiful and that's sacred, and we're not here to be perfect. You don't have to like self-actualize to the point where you've just spiritually bypassed and sublimated everything. You can feel, you can be messy, you can be angry, you can be sad, you can be happy. Like every single day you're going to be going through different emotions. It's just learning how to kind of ride those waves instead of fighting against them. Yes, look at this. You are being blessed. You're going to be blessed on the other side of this, and you truly have so much potential. And there are some things, people, places, and situations that you truly need to detach from. So if I were you, I would search your soul after this reading. It's time to create structure, because if you want to detach and you want to move forward, then you have to make a plan. And it might be a secret plan. It might be a plan you're not sharing with anyone else. It's just something you're working towards. And you're going to have to guard your heart, and you're going to have to take it step by step and day by day. Yeah, once again, you need to get organized and move forward with purpose and intention. This is a really important moment in your life. Like you're crossing the threshold right now. And yeah, you're going to be innovating. You're going to be trying new things you've never tried before, trying new approaches. It's such an exciting time for you. And there's this message about unrequited. Like you need to ask yourself, like, where are you feeling disconnected? What doesn't vibe with you anymore? And let it go. And some things you can't let go of overnight, It might be this flower that was so beautiful once that unfurled into this like just sweetness and softness, but then one by one the petals are falling, and it's still pretty, but soon it's going to be just nothing. It's going to die and wither, and you have to let that happen. You can't keep taking these petals and trying to glue it back on the flower. It doesn't work like that. I guess the last message you need to hear is that you are talented. You are incredibly talented. Like you, and not only talented, but you've learned to actually work in the details and put some blood, sweat, and tears behind what you do. And the world, is starting to respond to it. Your reality is starting to respond. So you're being prepared for something great. I got this vision of like somebody sitting on a throne. Like you're a freaking king, you're a freaking queen, you're an emperor or empress. Like you're getting ready to be restored to like your rightful place in this world. And this path of struggle that you've walked, like that was just for like the plot. That was just to build character. Like that was not meant to be your truth forever. So let go and let yourself be elevated. Trust and see what happens. You might just be surprised with what the universe or your higher self or this world brings you in exchange. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. Peace out. All right, for those of you guys who choose number 3, this is a love deck. Okay? This is like a how do they feel type of reading. If you're not interested in that, I would suggest picking another card. This might not resonate with everyone. It also might be a little bit unethical. The best way to know how somebody feels is to just ask them. So I wouldn't make any impulsive decisions based off of this reading, but I don't know. I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to hold back, and maybe there's somebody who just needs to hear this today, okay? So what's going on in this connection, this relationship? I'm getting the message it's more like a situationship type of thing. Like you need to know what's going on with this person or how they feel. Maybe this has been on your heart or on your mind, you know? So yeah, this person, it seems like they were in a relationship, but it's either just about to end or it's currently ending, or shortly just ended. And, this person, as soon as they met you, they knew like you were the one, or that there's some huge possibility or potential here. And they just want to have the time to get to know you. They feel like they just want some time. They want to slow down with you. They want to connect. They want to build like a friendship. They want to see where this connection goes. So yeah, this person is very interested in you. And they're feeling nostalgic for you, okay? This card, I'm just going to read it to you. It says, I feel your energy around me. When I see your favorite flower, watch a couple strolling together on the beach, or hear your favorite song, it makes me nostalgic for you. So you're definitely on their heart and in their mind. You've left an impression. This is a card that's talking about this person making like a fake account to basically stalk you. Maybe they're like looking at your pictures. Maybe they're up on your TikTok. Maybe they're, just kind of looking around. It could also be like pictures of you that they have on their phone. Maybe from times that you've hung out, they like stole a cute little picture of you smiling or something. Like they're just entranced by you and the image of you. Despite that, though, there's this underlying fear. They still want to get to know you better. They still don't know if their feelings are strong enough or not. They're still like a little confused about what they feel, and they're staying away. Like they don't want to like run into this haphazardly. They don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm feeling something about like a third party situation, either on their end or your end. The situation does feel a little complicated. Like there are some things that need to be cleared in this dynamic in order for you guys to connect. But they're having fun around you. If you guys have been on dates, or if you've hung out, or you've vibed together, they feel your energy, and they have so much fun in it. They're smitten with you. I feel this kind of lighthearted energy. Oop, a card fell on the ground. Yeah, there's something about them like ghosting you or not being in contact lately. And look, don't take it personally, because the energy lately has been so intense. Like a lot of my friends haven't been getting back to me. Like I have left people on read. I have like not even some of you guys who've messaged me for readings, I haven't emailed back. I think there's like 2 people I owe readings to right now, and like I'm getting to it. Like this energy's been a lot. Like a lot of us have been retreating to like work on things and to work on ourselves and to process this energy. But now that Mercury retrograde has lifted, you might be expecting some communication potentially. It's like this person feels bad. They want to explain why they haven't been in contact, or why they haven't been kind of coming at you full force, but they're feeling the vibe. And then this is a card that says, whenever I'm around you, I feel set free. I'm usually so cautious and calm, which has me panicking a little. I'm so into you. So this person is somebody who's very confident, who usually has it all together. Nothing really ruffles their feathers, but you're the kind of person your energy, your light, it gets under their skin. So that could be another reason they're kind of running a little bit, because they're like, wow, like this is a lot. This is intense. Like, I don't know if I want to deal with somebody or something or a situation that makes me feel so vulnerable, I think when, you're falling in love or you're catching feelings for somebody, it can be triggering, because especially if you have like childhood wounds, or like childhood wounds of like abandonment or rejection, or you come from like a narcissistic family or a trauma background, it basically triggers your nervous system, and it triggers all of your core trauma whenever you start falling for someone. When you fall in love and you move in together with someone, or you get very close with someone, that becomes your new primary relationship. And then you start projecting all your mommy and daddy issues to each other. And you got to start working through them. It's a whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. And that's why a lot of people run from relationships and connections. There's a lot of people out there who just hit it and quit it. There's a lot of people out there who are addicted to like the beginning of a relationship and something being new, and then they leave after 3 months or 6 months as soon as things start getting deeper. There's a lot of people who are just addicted to the fantasy, or maybe people who are unavailable because it's safer to latch on to someone like that than someone who actually is emotionally available. And then there's also these freaking relationship dynamics, like the dynamic between somebody who has anxious attachment and somebody who is an avoidant, or maybe somebody who is an anxious avoidant and maybe somebody who has a healthy attachment style. There's attachment styles. There's a whole thing. There's just all this, all of this drama, And look, funny enough, this says, this is too fast for me too soon. This person might be feeling really overwhelmed with their feelings for you and the energy between you guys. It's okay, to just be yourself and be wild and just live your life and just love with reckless abandon. But we also have to be cautious of each other's, feelings, past, attachment styles, and, take things slow. So maybe you're feeling anxious about this, and there's this message I'm getting to just like, yeah, trust yourself, put your heart on the line, take those risks, but do it in a way that's kind and respectful to yourself and others. This person wants to see you again. They want to connect with you again. It's like they're waiting for it. And they might also be realizing in your absence that, like, how much they miss you. Sometimes you need to get space to kind of integrate or think or reflect. Don't take it personally if somebody isn't up in your face all the time, or if somebody isn't like going super hard at you. It doesn't necessarily mean they don't like you. It might just mean they want to pace the relationship. It might mean that they need space to integrate, time for themselves, Healthy relationships, you have healthy distance, you have healthy space. I'm an Aquarius. I don't like anybody up in my fucking face all the time. Like, I need alone time. Like, some of you guys who have anxious attachment, you might think like, unless you're together 24/7, or unless you're hearing from their mouth words of affirmation 24/7, they don't like you. But you have to learn to love yourself, to approve of yourself, to give yourself the love or the attention, the adoration, and the approval that you're seeking from the other. Because then when you catch feelings, you get a crush, you start vibing with someone, you get in a relationship, that person just ends up being the cherry on top to the already amazing life you've created for yourself. The cherry on top to the love that you're already giving yourself, so that, your cup runneth over. And when you pour out to this person, you're not losing anything from yourself. It's just, everything's in abundance. Everything just flows, This person becomes a lovely addition to your life. They're not like make or break. I need you, It's more like, I want this, not like I need this, That energy of desperation you might need to clear. And put that energy of desperation into your art, into your gifts, into your healing, into your body, into the work you need to do. Don't push and pour all your energy into the other. Put it in yourself, And this is somebody saying that they miss, when things were simpler and easier between you guys. They wish things weren't so emotionally intense. But I think what they need to realize is that relationships are always going to be emotionally intense. You just got to learn to help ground each other. You can help ground each other, calm each other. It is what it is. And this person is also kind of hiding a little bit, shying away because they've been pretending like they're worried if you get too close that you're going to see who they truly are. And, that moment of unmasking that happens in relationships, usually a little bit around the 3 month mark, but mostly around the 6 month mark into a relationship, can be really intense when the truth finally comes out and you stop performing for the other. It can be crazy, and it's like they're pushing that away. They don't want you to see the truth. But it's funny because I feel like you already know who they truly are, and like you're very energy sensitive, you're intuitive, and it's like you're not afraid of it, but they're afraid of you seeing it. The last message I'm getting is that this person has been avoiding saying anything because they just like this connection and they like this fun little flirty stage you're in, and they're actually kind of shy, and like they don't know if you're friend zoning them or not. They don't know like what this vibe is. And I don't know what you want to do with this information. I would take some time. I wouldn't take any radical action based off this message, but it might be helpful, to maybe affirm to this person, or maybe give them some compliments, or maybe throw some energy out there, maybe affirm them a little bit, because it seems like they don't know. Like maybe you're playing it too cool, maybe you're playing it too casual, and sometimes that can be the demise of a relationship. Somebody moves on because they don't feel like the energy is being reciprocated, but really you're just afraid that you're going to be too much. So, don't ever be afraid to be too much. Just be yourself. Make sure the energy is just coming from love for yourself, love for the other, and not from an energy of desperation or fear. Make sure the love, the good vibes, the compliments, those things you give to someone else is coming from a good place and not from a place of trying to manipulate or push the situation or the connection into anything. Let things happen and develop and flow naturally. And look, the final card says that this person is thinking about taking the next step. You might get word of that soon. Let go of the outcome and, trust yourself. You're worthy of your heart's desires. And if it doesn't end up being this person, maybe this person is just a sign that like you can feel this way, that there are possibilities out there for you in love, that things have shifted. There's a reason they're in your path. They could just be like a symbol. They could just be an archetype, or this could actually be the person. I guess you'll find out, right? I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 4, let's get into it. What do you need to know today? And you chose the 3 of Earth. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. Wow, the energy around this card is super intense. It's like you just busted out of your cocoon recently in the last few weeks, and now everybody is seeing how freaking glorious you are, how much of a butterfly you are. You're just out there, and yeah, it's just so beautiful. Everybody coming to celebrate you, everybody clapping, everybody applauding, everybody hyping you up. There's good energy, there's good vibes here. You could have just had a major accomplishment. You could have just got some really good news back. You could have got approved for something. You could be like on the precipice of like a major life move. Maybe you just got engaged or something, or there's a wedding coming up. Maybe you just released something. Maybe you just put some art out there in the world. Maybe you've had like a big surge of followers or support on social media. Maybe there's lots of money, abundance, windfall coming in. And don't forget that the next phase in the life cycle of the butterfly, after the butterfly is flying around and all pretty and showing its beautiful energy and light and hope and love and gifts to others, but then the butterfly lays eggs. The butterfly lays eggs. So it's like you're planting seeds, you're inspiring other people, you're healing others through what you're doing. You might not even think that what you're doing is that important, but it's having an effect. You're planting seeds. So I think it's really beautiful. Good vibes here with this one. The moon. Now that you're on top of the world, when you're in this really high, supercharged, productive, abundant everything's working out for me, celebration era type of energy, that's a great time to put some new manifestations out there. While you're feeling good, while you're receiving your accolades, while you feel like anything is possible, definitely make a vision board. Definitely do some journaling. Write about like what you want. Ask the universe for more. That's the best thing you can do when you receive a manifestation is say, yes, this is what I wanted. Yes, I want more. I want more. I do that every time I have like a really, really good day. I always say my prayers before I go to bed. It's like some crazy leftover habit from my ex-religious trauma. But I pray, I just put intentions out. I write gratitude. It doesn't matter who I'm praying to. I have my own crazy ass fucked up religion I made up to help me heal from my religious trauma. And it's personal, it's whatever. But I put these prayers and these vibes out every night. And, whenever I have a really good day, I always say like, thank you. I want more. I feel so blessed. I'd like to have more days like this. I'll like imagine and visualize having another day like that or even better. Once you feel like, oh my gosh, this manifested, I'm so happy, like I'm the butterfly now, like this is amazing, I'm just loving life, I'm so high on life. Like when you're in that positive energy, you have the ability more than ever before to hope, to dream. So this is a great time to think about possibilities, to think about like what would the next level be? Like, what about the next time I become a butterfly? I don't want to freak you out. I hate to break it to you, but after the butterfly plants the eggs, it dies. So you will hit rock bottom again. This time you're not going to land as hard. You might go through a little bit of a depression or like a little bit of a bottoming out. Like hopefully you've learned how to kind of level out a little bit so that it's not so up and down and highs and lows and extremes. Hopefully you've learned how to emotionally regulate and kind of accept and flow with these natural cycles and seasons in your life. Make peace with it. The trees make peace with the fact that they have to lose their leaves once a year and become all spindly and just a shell of themselves, like, and then they regrow, they bloom again, they blossom. You are going to be like a tree just like that very soon. You're going to get cut back again, start over, get reborn, start working towards the next project, to move towards another celebration era. Such is life, But the truth is, you're getting a lot of like psychic insights, downloads, things happening behind the scenes. There might be a lot of synchronicity around you right now. You could be noticing like angel numbers, 222, 444, 1111. There could be animals, spirit animals coming to you, little signs in your path, just little things you're seeing in your reality that are mirroring back to you, just how beautiful and synchronistic and exciting this time in your life is, how you're exactly where you're meant to be, and even better is coming for you, And yeah, this says things are looking up for you. You might be taking a little vacation, like a trip. You might need to get away because while everybody's celebrating you and you're so excited, it can also be really overwhelming. You might need time to ground these intense energies, as happy and as positive as they are. You need time to ground. Something about going overseas or across the water, spending time near the lake, the river, the ocean could be helpful for you at this time. Integrate, say gratitude, make peace. And look, yep, you are the star. You are shining bright. There is a lot of fame and fortune around you right now, but also in your future. This is a message that you're going to be making more long-term plans. You feel more optimistic. So it is time to think about long-term, the next 5 years. It's because I feel like what you just manifested right now was like your 5-year plan. And it's almost like you didn't think you were going to make it here. So it's kind of like that moment, like, oh shit, what now? I didn't even plan this far. And this is crazy. I'm so blessed. I can't believe this happened. But now maybe I should make a new plan. Like, what's next? Don't rest on your laurels too long. Time to level up. Don't just bottom out here, This is absolutely not as good as it gets. This is just the very beginning for you. And then they're saying that a lot of times when you're in a moment of celebration and you're getting all this like attention and admiration and support and good news and synchronicity and things aligning, you're going to notice who the true people in your life are who support you. Pay attention to who's not clapping. Pay attention to who's not letting you sparkle right now. Is there anyone in your life that's trying to make it all about them and trying to bring or pull your energy down or distract you right now? Because you should be allowed to be free. You should be allowed to fully celebrate this, And if your best friend or people close to you are going through hard times, even if they're going through a hard time, it should make them happy and feel inspired to see you and all your dreams coming true. Like that should be a testament to them that amazing things can happen. I went through a really difficult time in my life a few years ago, and I had a really close friend that at the same time was like basically getting like her wildest dreams come true. And there was a part of me that was kind of like, man, I wish that was me, but I don't know, I wasn't even that jealous. I was just so happy for her, and I was able to like kind of compartmentalize what I was going through and be there for her. And I knew at that time she wasn't going to be able to be there for me. And I didn't want to bring her down to my level. So I have other friends I can turn to. I can turn to myself. I have a journal. I have outlets. Like I feel like I was sensible enough to understand this isn't the time to burden this person with my burdens. Like this is time she needs me to clap for her, to support her, to celebrate her. And because that's what I would want from a friend when I'm having my glow up moment. So you could be having a glow up, but maybe your friend or maybe the person you're in a relationship with is going through like a dark night of the soul. But if they're just tearing you down, if they're like the thorn in your side, if they like pretend like they're celebrating you, but like you can tell they're a little bit bitter because they're scared that you're going to elevate to this point where you're going to abandon them or something, and they just make it all about them and their rejection and abandonment wounds, then there's something off with that. That's toxic. You need to distance yourself from that person or from that group of people. And sometimes it's your own family. Sometimes they're so used to seeing you stuck in this old version of yourself that when you really start having a glow up and you start blowing up and all this love and adoration and attention and support and approval and money and finances and like stuff comes your way, sometimes like they're bitter. And so, yeah, I personally have dealt with a lot of really bitter and jealous people in my life because I'm an artist and I work hard, and I've had a lot of really incredible opportunities come to me, some opportunities that have just been larger than life. And I've had to surround myself with other people who are honestly more talented than me, prettier than me. I have this motto when it comes to making girlfriends, and it's, if you're a 10, then you can be my friend, because I've experienced a lot of backstabbing and a lot of people trying to kind of like stop me or just take me down a notch, try to humble me or some shit, you know what I mean? And I've been through it so many times. I know how to recognize that. Those jealous friends, those people who aren't clapping for you, they want to see you fall, they want to see you fail. They don't have your back. So these times in your life are going to show you who your true friends are. So every time you have a glow up, you're going to have to edit your circle a little bit. And, and on a positive note, you might be realizing like who your true friends are. You might have people around you right now that really want to celebrate you, even if they're having a hard time. Those are the keepers. As you're going through life, you will continuously have to be letting go of relationships, but also bringing in new people, editing your circle, and learning how to be a best friend to yourself. Sometimes you have to stand alone. There are times in my life where I literally ghosted everybody and started over because I was like, this is toxic, this circle of friends. Don't be, obviously, I'm the common denominator, and I've had to go to therapy and realize how I was contributing to toxic dynamics, but don't be afraid to just take responsibility, take accountability, and like switch things up and move forward. So there's this card here that says there is a lot going on right now. Like you might just be really overwhelmed. It's positive, but like everybody wants your attention. Everybody wants to talk. Everybody wants to like celebrate you or some stuff. And so this is saying like you need to make decisions about like who or what needs your time. Like you might need to organize things, put alerts on your phone, work in the details. And this is also about just like being playful. You don't have to be so stressed about all this. Like this is literally your dreams coming true. Let yourself enjoy it. Like don't I just get this message not to overthink it. Like just let it happen. You deserve to just be celebrated. And this too, yeah, look, a celebration. I literally just said you deserve to be celebrated, and I pull this card. It says a celebration, a wedding, a graduation, a birth, a rebirth. And like let yourself have fun. Just because there's some people or a person around you who's just like this wet blanket. For some of you guys, it could be like your brother, your sister, cousin, the person you're in a relationship with, an aunt, a parent. It's like detach a little bit and just go out, have fun, like hang around the people that want to celebrate you. Don't let this person or this group of people take you down because they're afraid that you're going to evolve past them. They should be getting inspired by you. Like you should be their inspiration. They should be hustling harder. Like they shouldn't be jealous and trying to take you down to their level. And this says like you've gained so much life experience and so much wisdom. That's why this, like, you did the work to get here. You purged a lot. You sat with your emotions and your feelings. You did a lot of shadow work. So like you deserve this, and don't let anybody ruin it for you. Like this is a huge life event for you, and like you're having so many revelations while you're sitting here on top of the world. Like you have a different perspective. You can look down on everything in your past, and all of a sudden everything just makes sense. Like every single thing you've been through has led to this moment here. And once again, this is just the beginning for you. You're being elevated. Like you're blessed. You're like a chosen one. I just feel it. And this is saying that, yeah, it's time to spread your wings and fly and go lay those eggs. Go spread your knowledge, your wisdom, your truth, your experience. And like I keep getting this message, like you need to write, you need to write, you need to write, like talk about it, put good vibes out there. And this is also saying like you're afraid of like your financial situation because maybe the finances haven't caught up with like all of the celebration and the accolades and this on top of the world moment. But just know the way that you feel right now, that's abundance. Keep vibing on this energy. It's okay to get depressed again. It's okay to fall back down. We're about to enter into winter for a lot of you guys in the Northern Hemisphere. You're going to die again, death and rebirth. You're going to go down there. Maybe you got the seasonal depression. Maybe you've got some stuff you got to process. Maybe the holidays are hard for you. Like it's hard for a lot of people. It is what it is. But I just feel like there's protection around you. It's not going to hit as hard this year. This vibe is going to keep going. And there will be people coming with opportunities, work opportunities. You might be called to start some type of self-employment, charging people to consult with you or to teach others or to give to others, or like some type of side hustle. There seems like just money kind of coming from different avenues. Get creative. Yes, you might need to bring in more abundance so that you can support yourself as you continue to like be elevated on this part of your journey. And yes, this says a new career opportunities coming, a new job actually. Like change your life, get your resume brushed up and get ready to move forward. Rebrand yourself. Your intuition is on point right now. I just feel like you know what you know. Don't doubt your feelings or your emotions right now. Trust your hunches. And this is saying the money's going to come. You're going to be signing another contract very soon, like a new business venture, signing an important document that's going to be bringing a lot of money, maybe writing your bank account down. Like I keep getting something being deposited, like a large sum of money just being deposited because something blew up for you. And yeah, your family life is going to even out. You're going to be happy. This could be a new relationship coming in your life, trustworthy relationship, your emotional and material needs being met. Like all of this little glow up you're in right now is just the beginning. Like this is a really amazing reverse cycle. A lot of your dreams are coming true. Like I get this message that your karmic storehouse of wealth and abundance is filled up because you've been putting so much beautiful energy out. You have been a source of like knowledge and wisdom, and healing for many people, and like it's your turn now. It's your turn to receive. So don't push it away. Don't be afraid of change, because that's like how you're going to receive all of this. So, whew, I'm so out of breath. Wow, that was a crazy one. I really hope that this message resonates with you. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Peace out.